Ladies, fall is here, and if you are ready to head inside, be more indoors, be more cozy, that's all great. But we want to be talking about the habits that you need to instill right now to make sure that you come into 2025 looking hot, looking your best. Now, this is one of those things where if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. Instead of even getting into this sort of mindset where you are in a panic, oh my gosh, it's about to be summer in 2025, I want you to get started now and make sure that you're doing what you need to do to prepare for the future and make sure that you're looking your best in 2025. Now, brief disclaimer here, I'm going to be talking very real, very honest. So if you're a sensitive person, maybe this video is not going to be for you. But if you really want to make sure that you're looking your best in 2025, we're going to be talking about the habits that you can instill right now to make sure that 2025 is a year like no other, that your body is snatched, that you're looking your best, that you just feel confident and ready for whatever in the new year. But again, if you're a little triggered or a little sensitive, maybe not this video. So let's get right into it. What's the first thing that we're doing this fall to make sure that we look good in 2025? We're breaking up with any food pushers in your life. Now, this is something where I really do not believe in cutting people off forever. I'm a fan of atrophying a relationship, just, kind of going a little more, a little more lukewarm with it and just seeing where things develop as people, develop and change themselves. We don't have to cut people off forever. They're learning their own lessons. At the same time, you need to pay attention to those friends, those family members, those, aunts and uncles, whoever, who is always out here trying to push food on you. Anybody who is trying to make you fat. Now, there can be different people in this category. Sometimes, you just have, a fat friend, somebody who really likes to eat, and it's not enough for them to be doing that themselves. It becomes a thing where every time they see you, they want to eat. So every time they invite you somewhere, there needs to be food involved. If you're out and you're doing something else, they suddenly want to get food, and they don't want to get healthy food. They want to go to Chick-fil-A, they want to go to McDonald's, they want to go to whatever fast food chicken place that you have near you. That's what they want. And they also catch an attitude with you when you are maybe not going to eat that, or you don't want it, or whatever, right? That's what I mean when I say a food pusher. There's also skinny food pushers, so people who may not themselves be overweight, but instead of them eating, they want to make you eat. So this can be a lot of older female relatives. They can be like, oh, let me feed you, let me present you with food every time you're over here. And that can happen a lot, especially over the holidays. This is the time right now to go ahead and make a plan and let that person know. Let these people know that you do not want to be eating like that, especially over this season. Let them know that you are trying to watch your weight and that you're asking for them to be supportive in that journey, whatever that looks like for you. Because every pound that you don't have to gain, it is so much easier. It doesn't matter if you're 250 right now and you want to be 120. If you can just stop, cut the tap, stop gaining weight, that is going to make it so much easier for you to get snatched. So over this fall winter season, just don't gain any more weight. Now, what is going to be our next fall habit? We're going to go ahead and get the gym membership now. This is one of those things where you are going to be off cycle, so kind of like people who buy winter coats when it's May and June because they're going to get the best price. This is basically the gym equivalent of that. So when you start to look around right now and it's getting, a little cold outside, it's getting a little bit to be a little chilly, people are not going to their exercise classes like that. They're not going to, the gym like that as much. And this is going to be when the prices are the lowest. So if you generally maybe have a little bit more of a budget that you stick to, this is going to be the time to go ahead and look at things like ClassPass, look at things where you have gym classes that you can take in your area, look at gym memberships, because this is when you're going to go ahead and get the best rate. This is also a great hack if you're like more so the type where maybe like you're newer to the gym, you feel a little bit self-conscious, you don't want a ton of people just watching you when you're trying to figure out how to use like these complicated machines for the first time. Okay, this is going to be the perfect time for you to start going to the gym because it's going to be a lot emptier now. So you're not going to have like so many eyes on you if you're making a mistake or you're doing something or you look a little bit silly. You're also going to have more access to people like staff or instructors, personal trainers, whatever you need, because people are just trying to like have their books filled and make sure that people are like on their schedules, even if it's for a reduced rate. So you can make sure that you're going ahead and getting in the gym now because that's what's going to make it look like as you have like the rest of 2024 headed into 2025, you're going to already be there with a head start on everybody else because you went ahead and you took action now. Okay, don't wait until January. Don't wait until everybody is trying to get a gym membership. Everybody's in the gym all at once. Go ahead and look now for the best prices. Start taking whatever classes you're interested in. Go low and slow and just take it, like take your time with it as you start to integrate this new habit into your fall schedule. All right, our next fall habit to make sure that we're looking hot in 2025 is going to be to reserve weekends for home beauty treatments. Now, if you're not going out a lot, you're not going, out to like bars, clubs, restaurants, vacations, whatever you're doing, you may just be like indoors a little bit more. And now is the perfect time to make sure that you're doing a lot of beauty treatments at home. Since you have the time, you want to go ahead and make sure to schedule things in that are going to be productive for you. And whatever you're struggling with right now, if you have just like the rest of like fall, winter to kind of work on it, I promise that you're going to go into 2025 seeing a lot of progress. So if you struggle with your hair, you can start doing at-home keratin treatments. It is something that you can do at home, but it takes a lot of time and energy to be, essentially blowing out your hair, straightening it, applying the treatment, and then washing it out, blow drying it straight all over again. It does take time. So that's one of those things where like as you're indoors more, you're spending more weekends in, you can start to do something like that and start to give yourself those treatments. You can do more treatments for your nails, especially since you're not going out so much. You can do shorter styles, more rounded, more natural polish. If you're usually like a gel or acrylics kind of girl, you can just have like more of that moment while you're at home and do treatments for your nails. You can also make sure that you're doing like home workouts and things like that. Whatever you need to do that is a little bit of like an at-home treatment, including anything like studying supplements to take. Now is going to be the time that you have to really be diligent about it and just plan that out in advance. Now, speaking of doing your home treatments, there's always going to be an opportunity as you're indoors more to start doing treatments to your hair. And a really great high quality hair oil is a great step in that. Now, the one that we have here at Azalea Dawn is perfect for these home treatments because it's almost like giving your hair a vitamin. It starts with having broken up really small molecules of really high nutritious ingredients like a fractionated coconut oil, golden jojoba oil, and apricot kernel oil, all of which are sorted by molecular density so that they penetrate very deep into the hair strand. On top of that, we have these really good for your hair nourishing ingredients like coenzyme Q10, which contains vitamin A, C, and E. So it's almost like giving your hair a vitamin. When you apply it, not only are you getting in that pre-shampoo treatment, you're also just making it so that your hair smells really nice when you're walking around. Maybe you just have it up in like a bun or a claw clip or something like that while you're around your house or apartment and you just need to answer the door or go somewhere really quickly. You're gonna look great when you do that. So check out my brand's hair oil at Azalea Dawn. You can shop that at the link in the description box. We're available on Amazon and the price is always right. You can get it at a really great price, especially right now. So check that link out below in the description box and let's get back into the video. Now, the final habit that we're really going to be doing over fall winter to make sure that we're hot in 2025 is to invest in your inner life to affect change outside yourself. This is one of those things that is highly underrated, just doing the work. And a lot of the work just comes with educating yourself. There was some saying that Oprah says all the time, like, when you know better, you do better. I think that's from Maya Angelou, but it is so true. A lot of times we're going through our lives and we're just not really stopping to reflect on the things that we say and do and how those things really influence the outcomes that we have in our own lives. So we can be a little bit like bewildered. We can look around at other people and think, well, they've never had that situation happen before. They've never had, a person treat them that way or have that, like sort of, tension or encounter happen to them before. Why is it like that this is happening to me? This season, as you're spending more time indoors, is a perfect time to start to really learn, educate yourself, read books, listen to podcasts, watch YouTube videos like this one that are going to be all about making yourself better. Because as you soak this information into your mind, you're really working with something called neuroplasticity. As you're actively making the habit of absorbing new information, it literally is changing the health and the wiring of your brain. So that's really going to affect your everyday decisions all the time, even when you're on autopilot. So that's why, as you do more of that self-work, you're going to start to really see your life change. Now, ladies, that's going to be it for this video. If you've enjoyed it, please leave a like below and leave a comment. Let me know what you're planning for fall 2025. I'll see you in my next video, fall 2024. Oops.